You know what I love about Gesture though is that I heard that was like a thunderstorm. The thing that I love about Gesture is that he just keeps going in and going in, and then he's running the single streams, and then he's like making sure that cards that he pulls are going to people that he knows collect those. He's like facilitating those sales, getting to those people. So I think that's pretty
Yeah.
cool. He's not just like, oh, I'm gonna just post all this on eBay or whatever. He's like specifically going to the people, and he's like, I think that's really cool. Facilitating those cards and those sales going to proper collections. So that's been cool to see. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've heard him talk on his streams, but he'll be like, he talks about how much like our community is special and how we gotta keep this thing going, and I just like his attitude about it. It's pretty cool.
No, yeah, dude. On maybe yesterday morning, some kid came in. Okay, well, I don't know if he was some kid. I'm assuming it was some kid, but some kid came in and was like, "Hey guys, like, I've never bought a Star Wars card before. Like, what's going on here?" And we were like, "Wait, what do you mean?" He's like, "Yeah, like I've never like he's like I'm from Pokemon." And we started explaining to him, like showing him like cards. This is Galaxy. These are Chrome. This is this is that. This is this. And then he's like, "Okay, well, screw it. Let me try it out." So he bought a pack of Galaxy, and he didn't hit. So Gesture was like, "Oh no, he needs to get his first hit." So Gesture bought him another pack. And he didn't hit. So Gesture bought him another pack. He didn't hit, and then Ben bought him a pack, and then he finally hit something. So it's just nice. And then like another person was like, "Yo, you know the cards I bought? Can you take this one out and put it in his order?" And someone else, oh fuck. Now someone else was like, "Oh fuck, now I have to like, can you give him this card since it's his first round?" So this dude came in, spent like $28 on a pack. And just because it was his first time ever in the Star Wars community, the community made sure he went home with like a $200 worth of stuff, which is that's honestly like I have never not once, and I've been a part of a lot of communities. I've never once seen that in any place or anything like that. Not Lego, not Pokemon, not sports, nothing. It's crazy.
It's really cool. It's really cool how supportive this community is. Yeah, it is special. I don't know what it is. It's just Star Wars, man. Well, it just has that effect on people.
Another thing that actually me and my chat were talking about on a few days ago, but it might have been that same stream. We were just maybe diving deeper into the topic. But I was saying how what's funny is the Whatnot community is the only place I feel where there's not a division of like prequel fans, OG trilogy fans, sequel fans, Ray haters, Unkar Plut haters, Glup Shido haters. Like it's the only place where I can come in and I'm in a chat with Rose Tico, Tony's brother, Nick, who collects nothing but Royal Guards. So it's like there's a Bad Batch who collects nothing but Omega and Bad Batch cards. There's we pulled Ben. Look at the sketch we pulled yesterday.
Okay, real quick.
Gazer, what happened?
Yeah, let's see it.
Gazer pulled this sketch yesterday. Can you see?
Oh, no way, dude, no way. Hold on, turn your exposure down. Yes, or your brightness down. Ben mother freaking Quadraneros, dude. Oh my gosh, bro. I feel like I have to put one card like that in every set that I do.
Dude, you have to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
I haven't done it yet.
My whole point is though is everyone likes different shit here, and we're all friends. Versus like in the Lego space, if I said, "Oh, do you have any Ray figs?" I would probably been banned from the stream or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and meanwhile, we glorify like Lizzo and Rose Tico and Vetch and all these characters that like Claude, all these characters that are like honestly like none of us liked until we kind of convinced ourselves in like she was coming in for a kiss, bro. Oh
dude,
my gosh.
relax.
bro. She's into you, bro. I didn't know it was like that. Golly. My goodness.
But yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shoot. So yeah, no, I think it's so fun. Like obviously, you know, we troll each other with different characters, which is funny. Like, it's like we know what characters we control each other with. It's like with Synth, like we control him with Rose Tico. With Tony, we can troll him with Reva.
yeah.
Um, and it's just funny. It's like with me, you guys want to know what you control me with? Does anyone know it? Do you know it?
Is
Bro,
it one?
It's Haldo. It's Haldo, bro.
Why?
I can't stand her. She did my boy Poe dirty, you know what I mean?
I can't stand her either.
It's her attitude and the way that she's like, it's the overt
It's
tone
the
and everything
neck
like
for
that.
me. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh, yeah, they did not dress her up properly they accentuated the wrong parts of her. She's a great actor. I'm not trying to hate on, but she's too good at that character. It's like there's certain in particular female characters that I hold in high regard of just repulsion. And it's Admiral Haldo and it's like Umbridge from Harry Potter. So Umbridge is the one that comes into the school and like you mustn't tell lies.
No, but what does he play in Star Wars?
Oh, she doesn't play anything in Star. I'm just talking
Oh,
about like just characters in
Holdo.
general that I'm repulsed by.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
There's like certain people, and Holdo is up there. Holdo is up there for me. So, can't stand her, bro.
Mine's what's her name? Elia Kane.
Elia Kane. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I can't stand her.
Yeah, that's
was
fair.
she Mando season 3?
Yeah, and they had that whole long episode of Mando season 3 where her and Omid Abtahi freaking hijacked the whole season. And
yeah, dude, they spent a lot of time on them for some reason.
Way too much time. We were just like, what's happening in here?
Weird, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It upset the rhythm of the whole show. Like I could have forgiven and forgive me, but I could have forgiven the Lizzo episode if I didn't have that episode at all. Like if we were just going along, because at least the Lizzo episode had the right cadence and rhythm, and if we just like popped through, I would have ended up, because when I first watched that episode, I was like, "What are we doing,
bro?" The thing is, it was the wrong
what are we
series. Okay, so the show was already a shit show. And by the time we got to Lizzo, it was just kick me while I'm down already.
Right, right.
So I think that's why people were just so, because I think the Lizzo thing would have been as bad.
Right.
But we were like, how can this get any worse?
Right.
Lizzo's in it.
And it was
that's literally what happened.
And it was like, not only do we have Lizzo, and if they had just been Lizzo too, it would have been, I would have skated by and not really. But it's like, not only do you have Lizzo, but you have Jack Black and you have Christopher Lloyd in the same episode. And you're like, I'm not even in Star Wars anymore. I'm just like in some weird
I'm on Saturday Night Live, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it just felt so weird to me. But anyway, now I love it. It's so funny because it wasn't until I have spent the last year on Whatnot that I actually love those characters. It's funny. And this is something that I've brought up before, but it's still happening, so I'll bring it up again, is that collecting cards in this universe has made me fall in love with the franchise and its characters even more.
The cards have, how do I say this? I don't have the need to keep watching the movies and the TV shows anymore ever since I started ripping these cards every day. I don't know how to explain it, but I used to genuinely watch, especially when I was packing my orders, doing my Lego stuff. I would always have, or in like the music studio, I would always have Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith, or Empire Strikes Back playing in silent. That was always a must. If I'm doing something creative, that was a must. I had to have. Nowadays, I just kind of lay out my cards to get some inspiration. and
Yeah.
kind of stuff like that. But it's a weird phenomenon I experience. I get really excited with the Clone Wars cards because I feel like I'm
Mm.
back in the Clone Wars episodes again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a
Yeah.
collector, it's been a good journey to kind of revisit a lot of these. And plus, there's a lot of these characters that I'm like, I never saw this person. Where the fuck was this person this whole
Where
time? Yeah.
yeah, where
Like,
is it?
what show is this?
Like, whenever I pulled the, this was in, like I had, like, Journey to the Force Awakens packs or something, and it was like, I pulled a card and it looked like a minion. I was like, "We got minions in Star Wars."
Yeah.
And then it's funny because I started rewatching the Star Wars Resistance show because I was like, there was some reason why I was like, I want to try to rewatch it and like decide like again after in a second watch, is this show bad? Is it good? Is there parts that are bad, parts that are good? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And especially because we've run across the cards of the characters. So I was like, I want to rewatch it and give it
Onyo.
a real take. Ketsu, is that what you're talking about? Well, Ketsu's
Is
in
that
Rebels.
where she's from? Oh, that's
She's
from
from
Rebels.
Rebels.
I don't
Yeah,
know any. I don't know
yeah,
some all these animated characters.
yeah. But no, it's like Toradoza and Kazuda Ziono, which
Oh,
there's a connection because his dad is a New Republic senator or leader, and we see him in the Ahsoka series. He's the douchebag guy who's like trying to get Hera like demoted.
okay,
That
okay,
guy.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's Kazuda's dad. So then you have like an animated series like down the timeline that actually has ties to the Ahsoka series and the whole New Republic. And he's like an ace pilot that the whole show is about. And he goes Poe. Basically, he has like an encounter with Poe Dameron, and Poe Dameron takes him aside, and he's like, "Do you like? You got a lot of skill as a pilot. Do you want to like do this mission for the resistance, etc.?" And because we need somebody to go in that's literally fits your, you know, and he's like, I don't know, I got to da da da. He goes and interacts with his dad. His dad is horrible to him, just like he is to Harris and
Hmm.
Dula. And he's like, you know what, Dad? Click. And he just like hangs up on his dad and he goes and he like takes up Poe Dameron's mission. That's how the show starts. So like
Yeah.
actually I've been watching it with my daughter and she's been liking it. It's actually kind of good. Like there are parts of it that are kind of cringy for sure and like silly, but there are like parts of it that are like actually make a lot of sense and are pretty good. So
So there's there's
um
there's weight to it.
there's some weight to it for sure.
Yeah. They're not just
Yeah.
that random side mission stuff.
Yeah, no, it's got it's kind of wild actually. It's got a lot of what's so it's a Dave Filoni show. Believe it or not, it's like
Oh,
literally a Dave Filoni creation.
I had no idea.
With like all of them, all the same people pretty much that did like a lot of the other stuff are like have a part in this. Um and like Phasma is in it. So it's like First Order era, right? You got Poe Dameron, you got Phasma, you have Commander Pyre, who's like kind of one of the main antagonists that we see a lot, who's underneath Phasma. And he's kind of dope actually. He's a gold, like he looks like C3PO, but he's a First Order like commander. Um, but there's all this crazy stuff that happens, and like it gets pretty interesting. So yeah, I had to kind of like it was like taking medicine at the beginning watching it, and but I was like, I'll just do it because it'll give you context for some of the cards that you're pulling, like, you know, and because it's like I pulled the Kragan Gore Superfractor autograph out of 24 Chrome Black, and I was like, seriously, you know what I mean? And I was having a little, I was like, okay, I pulled a super, another super, it's good.
I would
And
have
I was like
punched the wall.
I was having such a bad attitude about it internally. I was like, God, okay.
I
But then,
externally have bad attitudes and people love it.
yeah, I know. It's funny. I'm
I
like,
get so
okay,
greedy. I'm like, oh, I know
yeah,
it's out of 5, but it's not the one I want.
right. No, for sure, for
Yeah.
sure.
But
But
go on.
I've brought better value to that pull for myself just by rewatching the show and going,
Yeah.
okay, all right, yeah, I see it. That's fine. You know, you know, it's
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh my gosh, you know, like with Maul. I'm sure you caught up on the show at this point.
Yeah.
With
Yeah.
Maul, I'm like, oh, and oh my god, oh, you know, the whole time, and I'm just like in there by myself watching it,
Yeah.
and I'm so engrossed, and I get to the end, and I'm like, rewatch it right away,
Yeah.
and it's not like that. Let me just clarify. It is not that level of show. Like
It's not Easter egg full.
Maul is nasty, bro. It's I'm really enjoying it so far. So
What are your you know what? Let's get into that a little bit.
yeah,
I don't want to do a whole Maul
sure.
Shadow Lord review. Again, guys, spoilers. I'm going to try my best to kind of keep it spoiler free. We're not going to talk plot. We're not going to talk let's stay away from the plot of the show. I want to talk about the direction Star Wars is heading to with
Definitely.
the dark tone grittiness that they kind of gave us right now. They're testing the waters. Like, okay,
Yeah.
they want dark, but we don't know if dark sells. Is dark going to sell? So they're pushing Maul Shadow Lord. Maul
Right.
Shadow Lord is causing physical altercations in Sam Witwer's line at convention centers right now. So it's working. So if we as a community come, because I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, because I was watching like a lot of our friends that do the breakdowns and the
Mhm. The
reviews and kind of like
reactions and yeah,
and it blows my mind how like so invested these people are. People are like,
dude.
did you hear that one audio cue at minute 6 and this scene and how that's the same cue that they use in Revenge of the Sith and this? I'm like, holy shit, you guys are fucking nerds. But this is the shit we need to
But that's the
do
level. That's the
for
level.
them
Yeah.
to understand. Oh, this is what we've been. This is the disconnect we've had. This is
Mhm.
what they want. This is what we need to keep giving them.
Well, and Dave and Sam and the other creatives on that team, that's what this show was supposed to do.
Yeah,
And they wanted to
yeah,
be like, "Okay, we hear you guys. We are now" it's almost like the weight vest is off because now things have changed and Dave's in charge. You know what I mean? And it's like, "Okay, this is what's gonna bring in the new guard." And because that's the level of detail that Dave goes into. You know,
yeah,
like, say what you will about him, good, bad, ugly. When it comes to animation, like, the dude is a legend. Like, he knows his stuff with when it comes to Star Wars, and Sam has had a much more upfront role in, like, developing this show than anything else, so and he
yeah,
also cares about it more than anybody, you know,
dude, yeah.
so,
I mean,
yeah.
it's a fucking great time, right, dude, to be a Star Wars fan right
Mhm,
now. A Maul Shadow Lord. It's
mhm.
the best animation style, the best writing, the best anything they've done for any of their Disney Plus projects, except okay, I I'm hoping this is better than season 7 Clone Wars, but as of right now,
Yeah,
that's the best animation we've gotten from Lucasfilm. We have that. We
yeah,
have May 4th coming up. We have celebration tickets going on sale on the 6th, and then we have Mando and
yep.
Grogu first time in theaters in 7 years.
7
Jungle.
years. Yep.
Almost a decade. People don't understand that.
Mhm,
I'm not excited for Mando and Grogu. I'm excited for
mhm.
Star Wars in theaters, guys.
Right. Same.
Look what happened with Revenge of the Sith. Almost made $1 billion. A movie that came out 20 years ago was released in
Yeah,
theaters for 2 weeks, made almost a
yeah.
billion dollars.
2 weekends, yeah. We went
Yes.
and saw it, you know, and I saw Revenge of the Sith in theaters when it came out. Um, Seeing it again maybe it might have been more impactful for me, you know,
As an
like
adult, way
I
more.
yeah, and I took my wife, Rachel, you know, and she's a Star Wars fan. She loves Star Wars, but she didn't get to see the prequels like that in theaters. So she was like I mean, dude, Hayden comes on stage and thanks everybody and like does the intro. I'm like already like the tears are just like running down my face. And then it goes right into the battle over Coruscant, and I'm just actually blown away again.
Yeah, dude.
And tears are just streaming down my face while Anakin and Obi-Wan are just rolling. And I'm just like, this is the best thing ever. Like, you know?
Yeah, dude.
Get it's yeah.
And what's cool is like, and so I don't have kids. If my dogs could watch movies, I would take my dogs for the good experience. But
Yeah.
you have the opportunity to
Yeah.
take your daughter. Grogu's what her all-time favorite living being on in the galaxy far, far away. So
Grogu and Ahsoka, yeah,
take her to see
yeah.
that on the big screen, like you are literally passing down the totem pole
Oh, 100%.
of
I
Star
mean,
Wars, and that's
dude,
literally like what it is. This is what we're supposed to be doing here.
yeah. I mean, I find him everywhere. He's like an Easter egg in my house. Like she'll be carrying him around every which way.
Yeah,
And I've been wrestling with this because I'm like, she's 2.5 years old. You know, is she going to be able to sit in the theater? I don't know. So my I'm hesitant, but I am considering it.
yeah,
Um, I kind of want to try, and I think what I'll do is I'll have someone watch her the first screening. My wife and I will go together. We'll go see it in IMAX. And then after like people have kind of dwindled out of the theater a little bit, I might try to take her
yeah,
to a matinee or something. And see if she would enjoy it, see if she could sit there the whole time.
yeah.
And it's not going to be a big deal if we have to get up and go do something or whatever. Um, or even just get
I
up and
think the
leave,
second she sees Grogu on the TV, it's game over.
Well, she's never seen a screen that big either,
Oh, she hasn't. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
she has no
forget
idea.
babies are
Yeah.
babies, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this little girl is like climbing on my 45-degree wall at home. You know what I mean? You've seen that wall. She's like climbing on it. Like, and
Yeah.
it's like, and you're just like, this is like a weird cross between a baby and like a kid, it's weird.
Yeah.
But so it's like that's why I think maybe she could, but I'm interested. This is a nice segue, and I'm really excited about this. But I'm really interested to see how these two honestly like cultural events, because Maul Shadow Lord is having an impact that I think that they wanted or have wanted, but I don't think that they necessarily anticipated. Um I think it's ushering in an entirely new wave. Both of these events in Star Wars are ushering in like a new wave of Star Wars, and I wonder how it's going to affect the card world and the card market, because you know it's like, are we going to get insert sets for Maul Shadow Lord and for Mando and Grogu in Chrome? Are we going to get their own specific sets? Like, are there going to be some limited runs? Like, what is top? How do you think Topps is going to capitalize on this moment?
The one thing I could think about them doing, and this is probably the most open door they have, would be to avoid maybe the hobby boxes and maybe do
Mhm.
blaster box runs
Yeah.
of some of these shows.
Mhm.
Yeah, because a full hobby box of Maul Shadow Lord, I don't think would. That's a lot of work for them. I don't think that'd be worth it. And then
Mm-mm.
same with the Mando Grogu movie.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think so. What I'm noticing is with a lot of like the TV shows, they're pretty quick on it. Now with movie stuff, like
Mm.
like the Fantastic Four, the Deadpool and Wolverine set, all
Mhm.
these big movie sets are coming out years after the movie
Way
release.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we could get maybe a Mando Grogu Chrome 2027, 2028. I don't know.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
really don't know.
Yeah. What Tony said is something I was considering as well, because like we just saw it, but Tops now is a good way to test the waters, but also put something out that's exclusive that isn't as committing as an entire print run of hobby boxes,
Yeah.
you know? So I 100% see that happening. Um, it is interesting to see Marvel, them testing those waters with Marvel kind of again. Because it's like, okay, we get Disney Chrome, we get Marvel Chrome, but now we've seen the Fantastic Four, we've seen now the Wolverine and Deadpool, like you mentioned, and it's like Interesting strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it works for him. Like, it's literally kind of risky to do something so pigeonholed and specific, but it seems to be working for Marvel. I don't know if like I don't know if it can work for Star Wars just yet. You know?
See, with Marvel, it would make sense because they have so many. I feel like there's a new Marvel set every month. I swear to God.
It does
I
seem like that
swear.
they're
Yeah,
just like, okay, yeah, we
their
could put it,
frequency is
put
a
it, put
lot
it.
higher
Yeah.
than Star Wars,
Mhm.
from what
Well,
I understand.
it hasn't been though, right? Hasn't it
I don't know.
been?
I
Because
don't pay
wasn't
attention
it?
to Marvel much.
So I've been trying to a little bit, but like um to see, I like to watch it because it seems like something that they could parallel with Star Wars, and it looks like they did that with like the
The
Chrome
Sapphire
Sapphire
stuff.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like trying to read the entire landscape to see what Tops might do with Star Wars. Um, the interesting thing about them doing that with Marvel is that Marvel, I don't think Tops had like the full rights because aren't there still Upper Deck sets? So that's like another conversation, but
I
like,
think it's the same as like Sony owned Spider-Man,
yeah,
and you know what I mean.
they have
So
like
I
a
think
some kind of an
Marvel has,
agreement.
yeah, because we don't have a No Way Home set. We don't have Far From Home sets. You know what I mean. We
Right,
don't get
right, right,
Spider-Man
right,
sets. So
right. Yeah, because Upper Deck does the Spider-Man specific stuff more so.
they have the license. Same
Yeah.
with Superman. They have the Superman license. They have the Batman license. Trust
Mhm.
me. Imagine a Batman Chrome set.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
hit. That would hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, that's and I think that that's what we're seeing with like, to me it looks like Topps has more licensing space with Marvel now, and
Yeah.
that's why we're seeing more sets come out. Because I don't think we've seen this level of frequency since like the last year or two, you know?
Well, have you seen what's happening in sports with the
What's been happening
licensing
in
stuff?
well, I know that
So
the NBA came over.
now the NFL came over too.
Exactly.
So Topps didn't have the NBA and NFL license. So
Right.
basically, what that means is they were able to. That's why the Optic, those I don't know what brand it is. Those were doing good because they had the license. But
Think
Topps makes cards of these players and doesn't show the team names or like the Nike sign or the numbers. They're just
mhm,
blank jerseys with you're just using the likeness of the person.
of the
So that's
player, yeah.
unlicensed. Topps didn't have a license for NBA and NFL. Now they do. The
Mhm.
NBA was one of the craziest sports sets that came out and released. The hobby boxes for the football, they're at the store. If you wanted to go how we wanted to go buy art boxes, they're $1,100 for the hobby boxes, and then $2,200 for like their Breakers Delight version. So Tops
That's
is
insane.
has the ability to change the game if they got the licensing. So it's a
Mhm,
weird game because Tops. So like, say Batman does an Upper Decker set for the Dark Knight. Could
mhm.
they afford to get Christian Bale to come in and sign a bunch of cards?
Right,
Probably not.
right.
Tops has that money.
Tops can do
So
it.
it's almost like when it comes for bidding for the contract, the people who are giving out the contracts are kind of
Mhm.
want to lean towards Tops because they're going to produce a better product that's going to
They
have
are.
more eyes on it.
Yeah,
So
they
this
are.
is where I'm kind of like paying attention to what Tops is doing. Because what
Yeah.
I think it would Tops is kind of like doing similar to what PSA has done, where they're kind of like creating that gap. Whether people
Mhm.
like it or not, it's ever since Fanatics kind of took
Yeah.
over, they put their business
Yeah.
mind to whatever they were doing. They kind of took the foundation that Topps has created over the last 50, 60 years. And they're like,
Exactly.
now let's put a plan behind this.
Yep.
Let's make
Yep.
this work.
Yep.
And we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see
I
what's
mean,
happening.
there's good and bad things that happen when an acquisition like that occurs. I've seen it with other companies. For me, I saw it a lot in the outdoor industry. I saw it happen with a shoe company, a climbing shoe company that I was sponsored by. So I was like getting flowed shoes for 5 years, which was incredible. Like, but
Dang,
it
yeah.
happened. Yeah, that didn't happen until after they were acquired. So they were acquired by another shoe company that was bigger and had more money, and they just started dumping money into it. The quality got better, the tech got better, their shoe construction, all of that. They actually rose up in the ranks in terms of the rest of the industry because of that acquisition. So I think we're seeing a similar thing occur here with Fanatics acquiring Tops. I do know that there have been other whispers of other acquisitions that would help them print more, because right
Mhm.
now that their biggest one of their biggest challenges is not having enough printing presses or what
Uh,
have you.
yeah.
So that's like that's
Well,
like
that's why they
a
bought Panini. They own Panini now,
did they
right?
actually make that acquisition?
I
I knew that
think
they were
so.
trying to
I'm pretty sure it
because
went
of that.
through.
Wow. Now that would be huge. That would be really cool, because that means that a lot of that means we'll probably get more Star Wars sets throughout the
Oh
year.
no, it didn't go through.
Oh, they're working on it, or just it got denied? Because I knew that it had a lot to do with NFL and the contracts with NBA and NFL. Because okay, so
Yeah.
what a lot of this means for just like what does this mean for Star Wars, right? Well, it means that we're gonna get more sets. Like it's so the what I'm anticipating is, along with Fanatics like growing everything, acquiring, we can dig into the Panini thing some more and speculate, but being able to print more cards along with the hype and the interest for Star Wars going up, along with, Marvel as well. That's happening this year too. So Star Wars and Marvel are going to continue to trend upwards, I think.
They're
And we're going
leading the entertainment space.
to 100%. And we're getting, because like, okay, let's look at Marvel. What's happening this year in Marvel? Doomsday is coming. Everybody's hyped on that. We're getting, is it No
Punisher's
Way?
back.
Punisher's back in the new Spider-Man movie.
And he got a new trailer for his own thing.
So that's another like direction. Like Marvel is definitely like they've been cooking. They're gonna bring. I mean, that's gonna be great. Um, and why is that gonna be great? Well, so it's gonna be great for the entertainment space, which means that like the more people you have collecting in the entertainment space, the more people you're gonna have coming into Star Wars as well, because people are gonna. A lot of people will get shoehorned into Star Wars via Marvel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get all these new Doomsday people. Everybody's gonna see it in theaters. You're gonna have all these, there's we didn't know they were trading cards, and then they get plugged in, and then they're gonna realize, there's Star Wars as well. So we're gonna see that actually. I think after this year, I think 2027 coming in, and on the heels of Star Wars Celebration, like this all plays into that. I think we're gonna see a huge gain
Well, listen,
in this
listen
space.
to this real quick. So the sports industry as a whole brings in about $2.3 trillion annually a year. That's
For
just sports.
cards? Just
No,
cards?
sports and just like it's sports as
Okay.
general.
Sports in general.
Nerd specific entertainment, movies, cons, theme parks, the TV
Mhm.
shows is at 3.08 trillion. So the market for entertainment is a lot bigger than the market for sports. So that tells you there's a lot to grow. The room for growing here is insane.
Wow.
Like,
So
by this data, meaning that the entertainment side of cards should be 30% bigger than what sports is right now. And sports is
wow.
dominating to the max.
So if we're looking at that, and that alone, y'all need to be up in here. You know what I mean? Y'all need
There's
to
a
be up
bigger
in here.
market for entertainment than
Like,
there is sports. Yeah.
yeah, that's crazy. Wow. That is so
But
wild. I
yeah,
did
because
not
it's like
know
the
that.
same thing with again, I bring them up a lot because it's industry I know a lot about. But Lego
Mhm.
and what are the blocks? The other one, Mega Blocks. So
Mega
Mega
Bloks.
Blocks had the license for Pokemon for the longest time,
Oh,
for many years, and Lego could not do Pokemon. And Pokemon knew they were kind of fucked with the contract with Mega Blocks to the point where
right.
they were they did this thing towards the end of the contract where they were kind of like being very difficult to work with, and they kind of ruined. They sabotaged their relationship with Mega Bloks to kind of force Mega Bloks to want to drop them, and then they got repicked up by Lego and just to the moon, bro. To the moon. They same thing. They took a dime, something that wouldn't sell on shelves, and they gave it to a different company that does the same shit and was able to turn a dying product into one of the most successful product launches in the last year for them.
Exactly. Yeah. In the right hands, yeah, you can just do a lot of really good things for a brand and for companies. Yeah. Yeah. Needless to say, like, I'm stoked on the way that it appears moving forward with this. How does that make you feel about, and we've talked about this a little bit, but how does that make you feel about like what your stream provides? Like, because I'm still like on the fence about getting outside of Star Wars. You know, so like I'm passionate about other things, right? Yeah, and I was in your stream and I saw you doing this. It's one of the reasons that I asked. So I wanted to know, like, you bought the case, yeah? It's Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
So okay, you have a connection to Yu-Gi-Oh, and you've collected and you really like that space.
Yeah.
So you don't have a problem saying, I'm excited about this. Let me bring this in.
Well, that's, I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but the only Star Wars decoration I have is this Lizzo.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been really, and again, this is me. When I say things about like this, I'm not saying what you should do or what I think you need to be doing. This is what I think and what I do. Mm-hmm. So to me, I don't want to be pigeonholed as the Star Wars guy. Mm-hmm. Even though that's my favorite thing in this universe and it pays my bills and I know the most about it. Trust me, I'm the biggest Star Wars fan ever. I promise you.
Yep.
But business perspective, it doesn't help. It doesn't help for me to be 100% Star Wars and all that. There's days like this weekend, and this is no shot to anyone, but I was planning on doing a single stream and a break this Saturday for the no fee thing. Mm-hmm. I checked out the fucking scheduled shows, and I think everyone had the same fucking idea. Yeah. Everyone is doing a single show in the morning and a break in the afternoon. So to me, it's like, do I really want to add more noise to that? Like, do I really want to like that puts me in a position where I can't escape that. But with this Yu-Gi-Oh, I decided, hey, this Saturday I'm just gonna do Yu-Gi-Oh. That's what I'm gonna do. It's different. I might not get all the viewers. I may not sell as much as I possibly could if I did Star Wars. But to me, I have less pressure, more fun, and more of like a inviting room. Not so much like, you know, when you plan this whole thing and it doesn't work out the way you want, and you just feel like a failure. I don't want that to happen for a Saturday.
Totally.
So it's very important for me to be able to kind of like branch out and do SpongeBob one day, Yu-Gi-Oh one day, mainly Star Wars. But for me, it's really important. And what's cool is you'll have people that are here every day for the Star Wars stuff, and those are the same people who are getting excited for the Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. So it's fun to see how many people we can kind of relate to in that aspect. But for me personally, I think it's really important that I'm able to, at a moment's notice, if someone drops a One Piece case on my lap tomorrow, I want to be able to run it tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I like One Piece too. See, and that's my thing too. I like a lot of things, you know, and thinking ahead, I'm like, okay, what do I want to get into? What am I excited about? And I'm not in position right now to do that yet, but I have to plan and I have to think about it. I do really like Marvel. I really like Spider-Man. Also, my wife loves Disney. We've been ripping these mega boxes, these winter mega boxes, the Disney set.
And from Dave's.
Yeah, because you order a case and you can get a free mega box. I've just been doing them, and we've been ripping them as a family, and it's super fun. And so it's like, yeah, I know that I could when like in the summertime, like I could do some Disney because my wife would be interested in being on stream and ripping
Oh.
Disney too, you know? So yeah, I'm thinking about all of that kind of moving forward. I just was curious about, but I'm still wrestling with it because we've had that conversation about like, there are brands that do one thing really well and stick to it, and then there are and they do great, and there are brands that diversify and do
Yeah.
great. So it's like trying to decide what is that for you.
Well, that the answer I gave you was more of like a personal perspective. If you
Totally.
want to talk about from a business velocity, trying to grow scale perspective,
Mhm.
I think okay, so I did a whole breakdown on my stream one day. I did a little Stephen TED talk, but I was showing people that you can actually go through whatnot and go into each category and see how many live viewers are in each category. So like
Mhm.
the jewelry category has 2,000 live viewers, the sports category has 10,000, Pokemon 9,000. If you find Star Wars, it literally at any time will have 90 to 120 people viewing Star Wars category. The demographic here is so small. There's people
Mhm.
who stream nothing but Star Wars 24/7 and wonder why they're only growing -1 followers a day. Brother,
Uh-huh.
you already gained all the followers here.
Mhm.
There's
Yep.
no more people for you to gain. You already
Right.
did it all. Every
Yep.
now and then, yes, we do get a splurge of 10, 20 new people a week
Mhm.
that you'll pick from. But if you look at other categories, the rock category, gems and stones, has
Oh, I know.
700 people at any given time, has
I know.
2,000 people. They're 3 to 4 times bigger than the Star Wars category. So for you to think
Yeah.
you're gonna grow in a
Yep.
pool with no fish makes
Yep.
zero sense to me.
Yep.
So when there's a new set like Marvel, Deadpool, and Wolverine, and the shop has a case of it, my best advice is go pick it up, run the break, even if you only make $100, $50.
Yep.
That is 200 new people you are selling to. That is a new category with 5,000 new viewers that you are not going to get unless you do those breaks.
Yep.
I was sitting here doing Star Wars for weeks and going nowhere. I
Yep.
did one SpongeBob break and I gained 275 followers in a six
Wow.
hour stream by doing one SpongeBob
Wow.
break. Yeah. And that's when it all
Wow.
clicked for me. I was like,
That's interesting.
oh, this is why all those breakers are always the new latest and greatest set. So that's why the new
Mhm.
Yu-Gi-Oh set,
Mhm. Mhm.
I did a Yu-Gi-Oh stream the other day. I only probably reached like 12 viewers, but I gained 20 followers that night.
Yeah.
And I was only live for an hour. You get what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Mhm.
So from a
Yeah,
business
totally.
perspective, from a growth
Yeah.
perspective, it's a really good way to get yourself out there,
Mhm.
because or else you're just going to get stuck in your own little category and wonder
Totally.
why you're not. There's a book that kind of explains it really well. It's called
Mhm.
Blue Ocean Strategy. It's a
Yep.
book I recommend anybody who runs a business to read.
Mhm.
It's if you run a cupcake business, a pencil business, a fucking you drive a school bus, read that book, because the idea is the reason why the ocean has the biggest animals is because they have the most food and the biggest room to grow.
Mhm.
That's kind of like the idea. So the blue ocean strategy is if you are in the ocean with a bunch of competition, you're not going to get nowhere. So it's kind of separating yourself from the competition and being in your own ocean where you have
Mhm.
like unlimited. I'm not really grasping the concept to like explain it, but it's a really good book if you're running a business that like
Yeah.
ours, where you kind of go online and there's 10 other people doing the same thing, your competitors. It kind of
Mhm.
puts into perspective of what how to deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, absolutely. I mean, this is why I've wrestled with this even from the start. When I first started, I was like, I got to do Marvel, um, and I want to expand and do different things. I've kind of reached a point where I'm like not really growing much. Like I am a little bit for sure.
Hmm.
I'm like, but I had this conversation with myself too. I'm like, I don't know if I can tolerate growth right now either, with everything that I'm juggling in
Yeah,
my life. So I'm like, I do want to grow, but do I need to really grow right now?
yeah.
And that's a hard question to answer for at least in my current moment.
I mean, it's in business, it's not, because you, without even trying, understand a component to business that's very important and
Mhm.
that a lot of people don't realize. But business works in seasons,
Right,
and
exactly.
a lot of people like and people who have a job don't understand that because their season is the same all year round. They get the
Right.
same paycheck every month. It's the
Mhm.
same. They can kind of rely on it as long as they go to work and do what they're supposed to do. They're going to get that set amount every month. Versus
Mhm.
us, we can have a January that we made $1 million this January, but the next 3 months we made negative ten thousand
Yeah.
dollars. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
the difference is just all over the place. So in business, you have to kind of treat everything in seasons. Like right now, you are not in the season to grow. You're in
Right.
the season to stabilize because you already did the growing. But
Right.
in order to grow more the right way, you kind of need to stabilize at this level. So your
Exactly.
season for growth is not over, it's just not right now. So right
Exactly.
now you're
Yep.
in a different season. And then once
Yep.
the season for growth, then you're going to focus on that and kind of let other things in
Exactly.
this part kind of dwindle down. So without even realizing it,
Exactly.
that's a very important component to business is understanding
Mhm.
that things work in seasons. Not everything's going to happen all the time, every time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and it's like I've got, for me it's like two big components. It's time and it's money. So, it's like, okay, how much money do I have to allocate to having product in my shop? Okay. And then it's how much time do I have to actually execute and ship and do everything and stream? Well, both are limited, right? Especially time for me right now.
Yeah.
And time is more limited for me than the money is in a way. So could I have Marvel in the shop right now? Yes, I could. If I wanted to stream on every and do Marvel on Monday and then, stream on Tuesday again, because right now I'm not streaming on Tuesday, then that would be a growth component. But I'm not really I don't have time to do that. So
Yeah.
it's interesting. But like you said, it's gonna change, and I'm gonna need to be able to step into those little and recognize and know when to do it too.
Yeah.
So,
It's
yeah,
just it's I think the term is a it's a diminishing return.
yeah, yeah,
As in no matter how much you put in, you're getting less and less.
mhm,
No matter
yeah,
how much more you put, you just keep getting less and less.
right,
And
yeah.
that's
At some
what's
point,
gonna
there are,
happen. Yeah.
yeah, mhm,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. At this point, and being able to recognize that, but also thinking and planning for the future. This reason I brought this up is like, okay, what's going to happen in Marvel by the end of this year? What's happening in Star Wars by the end of this year? Okay, now I can think about long-term projection and I can say, well, I'd like to have a little bit of a Marvel base before the end of the year, you
Yeah.
know? And that gives me a good idea too about like when to change seasons and think like that. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. It's kind of funny though. It's crazy how when you start this starts as of, oh yeah, I think it'd be cool. I could, get on my phone, buy some packs and sell them and
mhm.
hang out with the community too. A year later, we're here analyzing the future market and trying to see like where our positioning is best. And
Mhm.
it's just like it's crazy to see how far we went from, hey, what size top loaders do we need to like, like we're planning a whole war for the next 3 years.
Right.
It's yeah,
Yep.
it's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, and this is coming from my brain does that because I think about sequencing and timing because of my coaching career. I spent 15 years coaching and building programming so that I could get an athlete to do what I wanted them to do.
Yeah,
All the way from, new climbers and training new climbers to like elite climbers that are trying to win gold medals, in World Cups and things like that. And, you know, you don't treat it the same way. Um, but the ability to think like that in stages and project definitely carries over into business as well. I mean, it's the same thing.
well, it's war tactics. It's
Yeah.
it's it's just all it is. It all comes down to war tactics.
Mhm.
It's not again. It's not. It's just kind of like the way to explain it. It's
Mhm.
your general. This is your battle. This is your fight, and you have a
Yeah.
chessboard in front of you. This is your position. What's your next best move? That's
Mhm.
kind of like how I look at things, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
highly advise people to look to treat your life like a chessboard.
yeah.
It's all life is a chessboard. No matter what position you're in, there's always a way to win, and it's just a crazy
Mhm.
way to look at things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah.
I like it. It's, thinking of things strategically, and, you brought it up, like, Saturday, what are you gonna do? I scheduled that single stream a long time ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll run something. I'll do something in the evening." Um, and then I started thinking about it, and I was like, "Man, should I even run a case break like I normally do on the weekends?" Like, so I've been wrestling with that as well because I know for a fact, like, there's gonna be so many people streaming. Um,
Well,
so
there's now, okay, so like this is kind of like where I have fun with kind of this. It's
right.
knowledge is the best way to plan your advantage. You know what I mean? So now, like,
Mhm.
you now have knowledge that you can take in and get upset and just kind of move on, or you could
Sure.
take in and now have a better plan of attack. It's
Exactly.
almost like I now know my enemy's next move. What am I
Right.
gonna do? That's why I haven't
Mhm.
scheduled my stream yet, because I
Right.
didn't want to say we're gonna do this and then me cancel anything. But
Right.
now that I saw the playing field, I saw the chessboard, I
Right.
saw my positioning on this fucking chessboard. What's
Yep.
my next best move? I know my next best move is not to do a break and not to do a single stream, because my dumbass is
Yep.
gonna sit there while everyone else is in 30 other streams doing the same shit.
Right.
So my next best
Right.
move is we're hunting a $50,000 blue eyes. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, and, yeah, so I know that if the singles thing doesn't work, I can just shut it down, you
Yeah.
know? And I also know if I don't fill my case break, I can just roll it into the next day or the next, whatever it is. So, I'm not too worried about it. Um, People were already asking me for another case break because I took it away, and I was
Yeah.
like I was doing half cases, because, I didn't wanna sit for so long, and then people started asking me for it again, and I'm like, "Okay, well." But I might actually just, like, I don't know, I might do something different. We'll see. I haven't actually decided which thing I'm gonna do. So, yeah, but I have a case of Smugglers. I have a sealed case of Galaxy. Um, it's so funny to me how it's like Galaxy is still so good, but it's, it's not an area of focus right now. People don't really wanna grab it. Some people do still, but people haven't been, burned enough on smugglers to switch gears yet. Some people have. Some people have. And people are still out for the chase for certain things, so it's
Yeah.
interesting. I'm still learning, like, but it's so weird because I don't know. It might just be it's probably just an audience thing, you know? But I'm not moving Galaxy in my stream nearly as much, but 25 Chrome, woo, and I managed to do a case break of blasters on Monday in the middle of
Yeah.
Smugglers Night.
So and that's the perfect like example of like you
It
work to your
is.
strengths, because that's what I mean by like knowing my position. So your positioning to do those breaks on Saturday is a lot stronger than mine, because you
It
have
is.
like
It
that.
is.
For me to do it, dude, I
Yeah.
could literally have a break with the best prices, the best teams, everything, and
Mhm.
halfway through it, we'll just lose the motivation. We'll all lose at the same. Like
Yeah,
I have to keep the machine going. So I know
100%.
personally that I just don't have that seller instinct in me to run those kind of streams when, I guess,
Yeah.
like I said, everyone else is. It's
When
like I
the
said, I
sharp
know
yeah,
me. That's why I said me personally. For me
yeah.
personally, I know where I sit in these kind of
Yep.
situations. So it's like, okay, I know when it's time to, you know
Mhm.
what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
But
Yeah, and then here I am strategizing, like, how am I gonna get people's attention on Saturday, because 'Cause I'm like, I know, Tony did something that I did, and it's a great strategy, like, he's got a Carrie Fisher autograph,
yeah,
and that's dope, Shout out Bryant. I'm pretty sure he got that from you. Um,
Yes, sir.
and love that, love that. Um, and I was like, should I give away a hobby box? You know, I was like, should I just like do something crazy and like do a buyer's givey on my case break and give away a
Yeah.
freaking box of Galaxy? Like, I might.
Yeah.
It's definitely like I think I might.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is a chess piece that I have on the board that I could play. I could put into play, and I think that could play very very nicely into that. I'm probably going to do it. You
Yeah.
know, I'll
Yeah, of
probably give
course.
away a couple blasters too. I'll probably give away a couple blasters so that it's not just one. I'll probably do like 2 or 3 blasters on buyers giveaways. So I'm only gonna spend. Somebody was like, I'm gonna hack the. There's a way to like I guess hack the freaking thing, the whatnot for buyers giveaways.
Oh,
Um,
to fill out the form?
fill out the form exactly. And I was like, nah, man, I'm gonna spin all the spots. You know, like that's how I do it to keep people from being able to do that. I'll take this. I will download the break after it's been filled, and I will put them. I will copy and paste all those spots into a wheel, and spin a wheel. Not letting these yahoos cheat the system.
Yeah, dude.
Uh,
But yeah, I
funny.
mean, I do appreciate so like I it's a weird place.
Mm,
I feel blessed because I don't need the I'm not in a position where my show needs days like the 0 fee day. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And I
100%.
feel very lucky and feel very blessed and very happy that I've been able to have enough
Mhm.
success where days like this don't like it's I
Yeah,
can sleep it off. It literally doesn't matter if I get fees or not. We're still selling. We're still making the money.
yep,
Everything's still good. So to
yep,
me, there's a lot less pressure
yeah,
on me for this because I think a lot of people are missing the opportunity here for what this kind of thing whatnot's doing for us where a lot of these people are going to try to buy new product to sell it versus trying to liquidate stuff that's just kind of just been sitting around. So
right.
I've been trying to tell people like don't go buy Galaxy boxes just to discount them on no fee day. Go
Nah,
find
no,
all those sketches that you can't sell for $90 and put them up for $80, $70. Just and then get your what you would have gotten if you would have sold them for 90. You get what I'm
that's why.
saying?
That's why I'm doing a single stream because I've got a bunch of
There's a
stuff.
strategy here that a lot of
Yeah,
people aren't talking about. And
yeah,
I think that's where maybe me and you maybe we should start selling these strategies. I don't know. This is where we start really coming
right.
together and having a good time when we have our conversations
Mhm,
because we see
mhm,
holes and strategies that other people are not implementing or taking advantage of. And that's I think
right.
and anyone who's here who's thinking of selling on Saturday, I promise you, go to that drawer, find all your old shit that doesn't sell for full price, and let loose on Saturday.
100%.
That's what those days are really for. They're not for you to go
Yeah.
buy a case and
No,
dollar start the case. You know what I mean?
no. No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no, no. Yeah,
Yeah.
like, I'm not doing I have not purchased anything out of what I normally do.
Yeah.
I am in my normal cycle. The only thing that I did was I saw it coming up 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'd already been planning to do a single stream, and I was like, "Well, I'll stream twice that day. I'll do a morning stream and an evening stream." I've already done Saturday morning singles. It's something I've already started up where I do it like once a month or so, um, because people in my stream want to send me cards for me to move them. And I'm like, sure, I could do that once a month. You
Yeah.
know, it also keeps a regular amount of cards cycled in that I can just pull from and buy from them to do different things with. So
Yeah.
there's a strategy behind that as well. It's another component that I've been working. So
Yeah.
and it's raised my giveaway status like during the week. Like I started implementing the spin wheel giveaway
That's really good. I
where
like that one a lot. Yeah.
yeah, where I've got a bunch of different stuff where it's like more gamified. And I actually like I've raised my caliber of giveaways because I've been thinking about it a while. Like I need to figure out what I want to do differently. And I saw BK did it where he had he was like pick a number, and he had like um a deck of cards. It wasn't this big. It was just like a deck of top loaded cards. And he'd be like, pick a number, and they'd pick one, and he'd be like 1, 2, 3, and then he'd have a card that would say something, and it'd be their giveaway, whatever that was. And I was like, well, I could do a wheel on my iPad and have just like a plethora of different things they could hit. And then that
Yeah.
way I could actually afford to have a galaxy pack on the wheel at all times. I could have a sketch on the on the wheel if I want, an auto on the wheel, and a bunch of other random stuff. I can have my ZMAG Pros, and I can have lights, and it raises that, like, without hurting my business, I can raise that. And that's something that I am like, yep, that was a good idea. I'm going to keep doing that,
Yeah.
And I have way more people in my giveaways too,
Yeah.
instead of sometimes having only, 5 people in my giveaway. When I have 15 people in my room, it's like I'll have 10, 12, 13 people of the 15 are in the giveaway now. You're all, I bring in more people and things like that. So Jungle has cheat codes. He's so awesome. People support him. CB,
Fault?
it's your fault. I have to say, real quick, shout out CB. It's his fault that I got really excited about this, because he came in and to my second stream ever and closed my doors, and we had one of the craziest streams ever. And yeah, that was the first stream that I had was really good, but the second stream I had, CB was there, and CB was having a heyday, and it really got me excited about the possibilities. Truly. Truly.
Yeah.
I quit my job because of you, CB. Right then and there. No, I didn't. It was more steps than that. I'm kidding.
Yeah. But
we should do we want to engage the chat a little bit here? People have been saying some things that
it's definitely time to get some chatters going. I think Lex texted me, she's like, you guys know you have a chat, right? I was like, my bad.
Yeah, we actually, so this is something that we wanted to start doing, where we talked about this preemptively, that we wanted to be able to just talk and have our conversation, and then open the floor and talk, chat, answer questions and things like that. Because the way that our brains work, if we don't chase the dragon of the conversation and we get distracted with the chat, we're not going to go deep enough. We're not going to go deep into the topics that we really want to discuss. So kind of moving forward, just so you guys know, we're not ignoring you because we don't want to talk to you. We're ignoring you on purpose because we want to give you guys a better conversation, and then engage you guys late in the stream and chat like that. So
I know Lex.
I didn't say it like that. Oh my gosh.
Nah, she's looking out. She was looking out. She's looking out.
No, dude, Lex is awesome, and she doesn't sound like that either. She sounds nothing like my hateful impersonation, but that's every girl. Oh my gosh.
OMG, Jungle.
I can't believe you even said that.
OMGJ.
He's a stupid guy, stupid man.
But Brian, let's see what Brian said. It's almost like autographs gotta sell when the character or actor is hot, unless a massive A-list person starts pushing it. Sort of like when Logan did for Pokemon during COVID. Okay, Brian, that Logan Pokemon dude, that is one of my favorite case studies, and I break that down. I don't, not the biggest Logan Paul fan, but I give him flowers and praise for what he did for Pokemon. Not because he made Pokemon great. It's because of his genius of what he did and how he did it. I don't want to get into it because it's just a whole conversation. It's just the rabbit hole.
Well, maybe we can go down that rabbit hole later on, but
yeah. Because I think all it takes, someone could do it with Star Wars. All it takes is a millionaire. That's all it takes. Someone with a couple $1 million could really make this hobby fucking crazy.
Oh, dude, 100%. And
someone with $1 million can go on eBay right now and buy out everything and make it whatever price they fucking want. Now we're all fucked. And all it takes is one guy. I promise you guys. You guys were lucky. None of these rich Star Wars people have noticed. I promise you.
It is happening.
Literally, someone could buy that 101 Luke for $400,000 and repose it for $1 million. and
Mhm.
now the market's at $1 million.
Yep,
But
yep, and it's going there.
this,
Make no
yeah,
mistake about it, it is going to happen.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's not this is not a fantasy, like, we've already seen it
yeah,
in other industries, and we just talked about the space that we have,
yeah,
right? The ocean is big, and we have a lot of room to grow in it. So,
yeah.
yeah, we just saw it's like the first six-figure one happened, and then we immediately went from six figures to $250,000 within a month, basically. Last year,
Oh, they
dude,
were like, Luke,
it's like
like, so that's
yeah,
what blew my mind is because, and I will flex this to the day I die. I think it's the coolest shit ever. The fact that we're at Golding waiting for your fucking Kylo to get appraised, and this guy is just sitting next to us with a backpack with like 100 grand cash, and he's just chat. Oh, he saw our Star Wars. Like, oh, you guys like Star Wars? You want to see my Star Wars collection? Proceeds to show us like 30 of the craziest Darth Vader supers and shit. Long story short, without even knowing, we had like a good 30-minute conversation with the guy who set the original highest record of 100,000 for the La Kurosawa Superfractor.
and he had
But
bought it that day. That was the
no, he
thing.
was waiting for the guy there. That's what he was
Yeah,
waiting for to do. Literally, we left and missed it by a few minutes.
he
But
yeah, yep,
yeah,
yep,
but I was like mind blown because I'm like my logic brain, my pattern recognition brain is not computing. Like, why is a modern card the most expensive card right now? That makes no sense. That blows my mind. And
yeah.
then what did Luke Skywalker say? Hold my beer. A month later, $300,000. I
I
was like,
know.
there we go. That my brain wasn't computing this, but
Yep,
now okay, the
now
world
it's
makes
making
sense again.
sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
now the
exactly.
world makes sense again.
We just
But I
needed
was
a couple more
yeah,
movements. Yeah, yeah. Tony was there. It was me, Tony, and BP here, and we were at the table, and we were waiting on an appraisal. It was kind of a funny thing. That was a wild moment, but yeah, he just this guy just shows up. We were probably outside of the two people that were a part of that transaction. We may have been the first people to know about that
yeah,
particular transaction because we just happened to be at the right place at the right time. This is at the National Card Convention, BT Dubs on the floor. We were there and we made friends with this guy the day he bought that card, the Jedi Ala Kurosawa uh,
yeah,
Superfractor. And then, of course, the funny thing to me was that not only did we witness that, got to know him, like he and I have chatted on Instagram, since then. And it's like we became, more than acquaintance. We became friends, and it was cool to have that relationship. Not a day later, and you'd already been scheming. You bought your Mark Hamill rookie card, Luke.
yeah.
So this is a funny thread because we had seen a couple of them on the floor, and you were like, and you were really chewing on this, and you're like,
No, remember I kept saying my gut
I
is
know.
telling me I need to buy this. My gut is
Yes,
telling me I need to buy
yes,
this.
exactly, exactly. And then the next big thing that we see go down is that card in a Gem Mint 10 sell for 200 and what 48K
Like
or whatever it was.
75K, yeah.
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 And so all of that was like a divine thread that we just happened to strum, like in those moments. It's really interesting.
Yeah, dude. It's like there's some force magic happening here, you know what I mean?
No, truly,
Yeah.
truly. Yeah.
It's
It's crazy.
dude, it's weird to like as a grown man to admit that like these little stupid pieces of cardboard have done a lot for me in the last year, you know what I mean?
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's just crazy to think that like everyone I know in my life today is because of this fucking piece of cardboard that we all collect.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like
All your
it
closest
blows my
friends.
mind, dude.
Yeah.
Like me and Tony literally did not know each other. We met because of Galaxy 23. You
Yep.
know what I mean? That's how our relationship started. Me and you, we started because we met on Whatnot and we met at Japan buying things. Everyone like Kirk and Ben are probably Herc, Ben, and Alf, apart from like you, Tony, Vic, Lex, and everybody, are probably the group I talk to the most. And
Yep.
again, people I met on the app. So
Yep.
it's literally like that's like a not to sound cheesy, but like when like a snake sheds its skin and has new
Mhm.
skin, I'm in that new skin era where it's like everything's new for me. Like
Totally. Same.
a new job, new career. I live in a different state. Like
Yep.
it's just it's a lot has changed, dude. It's all
Yeah.
because I decided to buy a Chrome blaster box of Ahsoka at Costco in 2024
Yep.
or
I
at Target.
I did the same thing. I
Yeah,
went to GameStop and bought a hobby box with Ahsoka on it,
yeah,
straight up. And yeah, it's interesting. So I was a career climbing coach 15 years in. I like am in Colorado in the Front Range, like coaching for one of the premier gyms in northern Colorado, like as the head coach. I came all the way up and established myself. And I could have definitely stayed there and kept doing what I was doing, but I wanted to go to Star Wars Celebration. So I watched 2023 London Celebration, and I was just like the whole time pining, wishing I was there. And as soon as it dropped, I've talked about this before, but it was like Japan. My wife's like, well, why don't we go? And then I'm like, oh, cool. We start planning. I reached out to Tony because I had been watching and seeing Tony pop up here and there because I've been watching Theory for years,
yeah,
you know? And so because of watching Theory, I find out who Tony is, and then I reached out to Tony through Instagram because I'm like, oh, I'm planning this, and so I'm going to start picking his brain about stuff, and that's how I first started talking to Tony. And then when I saw Tony was going on Whatnot, I was like, I'm going to Whatnot, might as well. And just one thing just keeps leading to the next, and now I'm in a whole new career. I'm doing the same thing you guys are doing, and yeah, it's wild. And now we're all like best friends, which is super cool. Because that's like, I feel like that's not very common to
no, dude,
happen.
it's
Like,
we've built a community.
yeah,
That's the part that I actually cannot. It's like that imposter syndrome. I cannot like. I did build my community with the Lego, and that was
sure.
fine. But I felt disconnected from that because they were younger. It was more of
Yeah.
a job. This community, I feel like there's people above me that I respect, that I kind of listen to like an elder, and then there's the people who are, I wouldn't say below me in sense of like life, but maybe not as a successful stream as I would have or something that I can teach things to. So I like that there's this just level of like I have a lot to learn and I have a lot to give from like
Yeah.
this community that we have.
I love that too. And I feel like I'm in the same boat too. And obviously we offer different things, and that's great. That's what makes it cool. Because there's different value points. And yeah, it's like, for example, Herc pops into my chat and I say I'm going to SpaceCon. And he's like, come get me. And I was like, where are you? And he tells me, and then I look at the map. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll come get you. And I just come get this dude. I don't even know who he is. He just bought some hobby boxes in my stream. You know what I mean? And we spend a whole weekend together. We stay in the hotel together. We hang out with Alf and
Yeah,
Sammy. And we had like one of the best weekends of the year, and it was so fun. And that's another just component of the community aspect, is being able to just be like, let's go do this thing together,
yeah,
and share this experience. And you just build it even further. I think that that's important too. Like with our community, we have, online experiences. We have, we do the streams, of course, and then we have the Whatnot streams, and people are in the chat. But then we also have the ability to be like, okay, where are we meeting up? We can do these meetups
yeah,
because there are these conventions going on, and we're able to plan those things. Like I have a house full of people in Chicago that are all from just streaming. You know what I mean? Um, and that's cool, man. I find
bro.
that to be really
Show me
rewarding.
another category in on Whatnot that has annual rips and sips.
Or like quarterly. It's like quarterly rips and sips. Yeah, man. And it's
Like
like
there's no group in Marvel that is meeting up and having rips and sips at the bar, bro. There's no group of friends all coming in at a restaurant with each a hobby box just to like look. There probably is. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
Let's not be naive. There probably is, but
Mhm.
it's such a fucking it's an amazing part of our community, man.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
different. Like I was telling you at the beginning of the stream, I was having a good conversation with my chat about this. This is one community that it blows my it genuinely, dude. And I wouldn't say I'm a pessimist where I think negative of everything, but I have like a realistic attitude on things, and the Star Wars community is always breaking that realistic attitude for me.
Yeah.
And so I've
Yeah.
always like I cannot it's I'm not
Yep.
processing what I'm witnessing right now. These people are
Right.
too nice to each other.
Yeah. Well, it's
Yeah,
all love. It's great. It's like
yeah,
Lex just said, "No special occasion needed," and I'm like, "You are the special occasion for me." Like, truly. No, it's true.
yeah,
Like, literally, the special occasion for me is, like, getting to, like, hang out with all of you, you
yeah.
know? And so it's like to me, it's so rewarding, dude. It's so cool. Um, and, it is special, Vic. It is special, and BP's not always negative. Untrue. Untrue. He can be
Not
really
always.
he can be grounding and being realistic with certain things too, you know? But,
And
not see
then
me just trolling.
the what's cool too is, and I the only one I could think of, I forget his name. I know Tony knows him. At Leia, Athlea, some shit like that. He vends Star Wars, and when he vends, he only vends top Star Wars cards. He
Mhm,
doesn't have Pokemon or anything. That's only Star Wars. But
mhm.
it makes me excited to say that we are going to be leaders in
Mm.
that side of Star Wars cards.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
one, no, not I don't want to say no one, but not too many people are like I think Rebel Scum Con is gonna be the first con to have a Star Wars card section of
mhm.
people of us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Althea,
Althea, Matt. Yeah, that guy.
yeah.
I always forget. He's the guy we gave him a ride at Nationals. He sold Tony the case of
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Mayo.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that guy.
That guy's awesome, I love that
Yeah, that
guy.
guy's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm excited. One of the things is I think gonna be a highlight of our year is gonna be Rebel Scum Con. Um, like our squad being just in the on those tables, like I'm excited for it. I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm conceptualizing it. I have some ideas. I have a lot of work ahead of me to be able to get what I want to do out there, and there's definitely some stuff I want to talk to you about um, to try to hopefully get that accomplished. But yeah, I am really excited to be able to be on that ground level to basically there's all these Star Wars fans that don't collect cards yet, you know, and then there's it's like we're kind of walking around like where's that presence? Like we need to be that presence, you know. So
Bro, that's how we all started.
mhm,
We were all Star Wars fans that had no idea that this was a thing.
exactly. Exactly. And if all of us are there and we're gonna be like, yeah, I mean, we're gonna be ripping at the tables and stuff, and people are gonna be like, what are they doing over there? You know, we're gonna be attracting a crowd. Like it's gonna be fun, dude.
Yeah,
Um,
dude. It's
yeah,
gonna be insane, dude. It's literally gonna be the most
yeah.
poppin' section of the whole convention. They're gonna
I'm
think
I
Sam Witwer's at our table the whole weekend.
right. No, I've been thinking about like, okay, well, should we do live breaks? Like what could actually go down over there? And yeah, I don't know. Like it could be really cool. We'll have to continue to chew on some ideas, but um yeah. Oh man.
Wait, what? Her came in an hour late?
He said I'm new in terms of y'all.
What does that mean?
It means that like compared to like the amount of time we've been in it and doing it, he's new.
Uh
Yeah, yeah.
yo,
Uh,
I think her let's see. I think Herc was top 3, like funniest, like I don't know how to explain it. Like, bro dove head first into the hobby. Like, you know what I mean? Bro dove way
yeah. Yeah.
deep.
It's like Peter Griffin in Family Guy whenever like he has those really intense like quick movements. Yeah, it's like that.
Dude,
So funny.
I remember this guy came in and I was like, like, what is wrong with this fucker? Like, this dude's just nonstop, and he's
Yeah,
still
man.
here.
I love it. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, he dove in hard enough to have a great time and get connected, and then he backed off enough to not get burnt out, which is super important.
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. I've
yeah,
that basically I was trying to get to.
yeah.
I respect that a lot because I didn't even allow myself to get to that point. I already know myself. I put the wall up before I even.
Early. I did too.
Yeah, I didn't. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, if I allow myself, I would have done the same. I would have dropped 30 grand in a
I
few
I
months.
didn't I didn't rip a personal box until Japan.
Yeah,
Like, that's how
same.
long I waited. Like, I specifically was like, I am not ripping any hobby boxes for myself until that. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was very specific. I ripped a blaster of 24 chrome by myself, but it's like that's like so inconsequential. Um, and funny enough, I pulled a Padme gear that almost paid for the whole box, you know, on my stream because I just dollar started it and like it ended up at like $22, or something. And it
yeah.
was like, oh, cool. Like that's that's fun. Um, but and I slow collect. I slow collect and I rip boxes whenever I feel like I can. And usually it's like one, unless it's celebration where I ripped like nine
A
boxes.
case.
I ripped almost like I was one box shy of a case. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I only rip when we all meet up, or like
Exactly.
if a
Yeah.
new set comes out and you, Tony, or Lex are doing breaks, I'll buy some teams, but
Yeah.
I can't stomach the loss, man. Like I spent
It's
five hundred
hard.
dollars on Sunday. For some reason, guys, please, if you guys are all gonna decide to do a break on one day, at least give us a week warning so we can save up for it. Holy shit. There was like 6 people doing a break at the same time on Sunday. I'm like,
That's
I
crazy.
know all of you guys. Anyways,
Right.
I spent like 450 on Sunday breaks, and
That's
we'll
wild.
see. We'll see on Friday what the fuck I get.
That's amazing.
I don't think I got anything.
CB, I was around for 24 Galaxy days. Yes. That was when you came in, you bought Galaxy from me. You were doming boxes of Galaxy and high tech. I do believe. So yeah, no, I was around for those days. And yeah, no, 24 Galaxy was where I kind of was like I got hooked. Like those are some of the first cards that I bought singles for was stuff from Tony where he was running parallels of Vader cards from Galaxy. I was like, yeah, I need that. I need that. So I still have the battle ready Pulsar Vader that I bought from Tony on the first whatnot stream. So yeah,
Nice.
that one's in the binder and that's not leaving. So
have you gone back to your videos and watched the stream from like when you first started?
No.
Dude,
No.
it's the funniest thing ever.
No,
It's hilarious,
I
bro.
wasn't recording stuff back then because I was just using my phone and
Oh,
no.
yeah, I found some clips. Yeah, dude.
I've watched videos back of like my climbing vlogs and stuff. I've got tons of climbing vlogs from 10 years ago,
Yeah.
and stuff that I was watching the other day, even though I was like cracking up and I was like, man, why did I never become a climbing vlogger? This is actually like kind of good. But I haven't watched. I watched back my recent stuff. I think I'm an idiot, but it's I'm like, bro, I'm such an idiot. I'm like R word maxing for sure, but it's it's fun too because like I'm like, God, you're so dumb. But then I post a reel on Instagram and it gets like 4,000 views. I barely have a following, and it's got over 200 likes. And I'm like, well, it's working, So it's definitely working. Oh,
Dude, see, this is what I'm talking about right here. This is CB bought a pack of Phantom Menace from Synth to Givey, and I won. It was a Sabe auto.
nasty,
That's what I'm talking about right there.
nasty. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah,
CB did
dude.
this for me when he ripped a box of Galaxy, hits the case hit. I'm gonna shout this out. Hold up. Case hit comes out of a loose box of Galaxy, and CB's like, "You should keep that Vader." At the end of the stream, and he goes, "You know the one," and I was like, "Bro." So yeah, CB definitely a real one. He's a real one. It's gonna be cool to get to hang out with you when you come to LA for Celebration, bro. You got to make sure that happens. But yeah, he gives me the Vader Shadow Box case hit straight out of his own thing. I was like,
Yeah,
wow, man.
the CB days were different, man.
Those days were good, bro.
Well, I'm
Those
glad
days,
you're good, Mr. CB
yeah,
folk. Glad you're still around. I'm glad you're good.
100%, 100%.
Who is this? But all right,
Oh
chat.
yeah, I do
Brother?
still have it. No, yeah, it's in my case, bro. I keep this one in my case. He's like, no way, you still have it? I'm like, yeah, for sure. It's not going anywhere, dude.
But yeah, chat. If you guys got any questions, let us know. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream, having a good, what's today? Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Uh,
Thursday.
it's Thursday.
He says, rip my savings. He's
Yeah,
trying to build
man.
back so he can go on another spree again someday. He's building it back, building it back. He's gonna come back and just unload it, then disappear, build it back, build it back. Oh shoot.
So this is what I was saying right here. It's true. All those heavy hitters, Steve Aoki, Tom Brady, Dana White, Logan, Ken Golding. If one of those
Mm-hmm.
fuckers were a Star Wars fan, the market was sky. That's what I'm saying, dude.
Mm-hmm.
The market for Star Wars is the stronger it is based off the fans fandom alone, and that's it. It's not stonks. It's not fake money. It's not it's not market manipulation. It's general fandom.
Yeah.
The second one of these fuckers realize that and put their money into it, it's going to become market manipulation. And you're going to wonder why every Superfractor is $20,000.
Right.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be nutty. Because they'll bring in such heavy hitters. And I mean, Ken Golden does like his Star Wars. There's quite a few Star Wars items he's had on the show. That it's funny actually. His show on Netflix multiple years ago started piquing my interest again. Before like when that show first hit Netflix, because I was like, oh yeah, like I've been a sports memorabilia and trading card collector since like I was born almost. I mean, it's like my cousins, I've always had these older cousins that were all born in the 80s, and they all would just be giving me stuff constantly. I don't know how many baseball cards I got from those dudes. It's so many. And I still have some of them to this day. And then I started collecting on my own. So when I saw how much the market had grown, whenever I saw Ken Golden's show, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Because I was like out of the loop for a while, but it's cool to be able to go, wait a minute, okay, this is like everything that I love is like in the Star Wars sphere for cards. So, and then to be able to loop in all my art, like, and design, like creativity, all of that gets to loop into it. It's just kind of like it's a win all the way around.
Yeah.
How I'm a freaking Fanatics like contracted employee, I'm like blown away by still.
It was a contract, a Fanatics contract or Topps contract?
It's Fanatics.
Okay.
It's Fanatics. Yeah, you go through them. I mean, they do the you do the thing. So, but how cool is that? That's like not real. That's like that's a weird thing. I'm like working on them every day, dude.
Yeah, that's genuinely it's pinch me, I must be dreaming. And it's not even mine; it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking nuts. The fact
Yep.
that, guys, this year we are going to be hoping this year, maybe next year, we're going to be hunting official jungle sketches. That is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That is nuts, dude. You ever go to the grocery store and like people don't know they're standing next to a Star Wars Tops artist?
It is funny. There's some dudes up at the Cheyenne GameStop that I went to. I drop in occasionally because they keep a really good stock of things, and they like got smugglers, so I ran out there and bought all of it. And they were like, "Oh, blah blah blah." Like, you could what did it? They said something. They were like, "Oh, like, you got to tell us what you're pulling, or whatever." They were like, "You got to tell us." And I was like, "Oh, well, I already opened some. Here's a few things that I pulled." And they were like flipping through like my phone, like images, and they were like, "Oh, you pulled a sketch card?" And I just started laughing. I was like, "Yep, I pulled a sketch card." And it was one of the black foil Anakins that I had pulled. And so they like knew enough to be
Yeah.
excited about like Star Wars sketches. And I was like, "Yep, I play." And then meanwhile, I have like all of these, and I am also a Star Wars sketch card artist, which is it was just so funny. And I did end up telling them, I was like, "I'm working on a set right now," and they're like, "What set are you working on?" And I was like, "I can't tell you," and CB, I'm working on a set right now. There's nothing you can do, big man, but wait. And then
CB doesn't know. CB, are we about to break the news to CB?
I think we are.
Yo, CB Tops gave Jungle a contract already, so he's officially a Tops licensed artist.
I have blanks right now that I'm working on, bro.
So it's sooner than you think, man.
It's happening like right away. Yeah, it's happening right now. But Ben, wait, what did Ben say a second ago? He was like,
these people don't know I'm forklift certified.
Yeah, and Herc said Fanatics owns Tops, right? Yes, Fanatics owns Tops. Oh, you're basically canon in Star Wars.
Where would you say that?
Ben, it's further down. It's
basically canon in Star Wars. Wait, what is that to?
It's so funny with me being in like working on sketch cards in Star Wars.
That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Metro.
So funny. Yeah, CB, dude. Thank you, bro. Thank you, Joseph. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate it. Yeah, man. It's kind of crazy. It's funny too. This kind of frustrated me because I told my dad. My dad's a high school art teacher, and he's taught me through the years. I mean, I grew up in the art room. It's like why I was in position to be able to get on so quickly. Is like, well, there's a lot of reasons, but a big reason is that that's like what my dad does. And I told him, he was like, "Yeah, that's cool, man." Just so casual about it. Like, "Yeah, I expected this." Like, you know what I mean? Like, my dad's like, "Yeah,
why you not doctor yet?"
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just like so. My dad is so funny about it. He's like, "Yeah, that's cool, man." Yeah. Bryant. Only over candlelight.
Yeah, dude. Congrats, Jungle. You can draw me a sketch of your eyes. The blue eyes. The blue eyes white dragon.
Yeah, that's actually my spirit animal. And proper dad. Dude, I know. He's so silly. He'll be like, "Yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, did I tell you I'm raising like some possums in my garage?" He'll just like segue into some weird thing he's doing, and I'll be like, "Can we talk about composition real quick?" And he'll be like, I gotta go give these cats some kind of like, injections. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Oh, I just don't worry about it." Like just leave, you know what I mean? I'm like, "Wha." He is like a wild man. And he's still a high school
Yeah.
art teacher. He's like a wild dude. Like you're like
I
he's like
oh no,
yeah.
finish what you're saying.
He's like, "Oh, I got to go work on this film project with this producer from Hollywood." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "Oh, I'll tell you later." You know,
Yeah.
I'm on my way to Nashville, and you're just like,
That's Pops, man.
he's wild. No, he's just always working on some crazy thing. The bloodline has aura, yeah, for sure, for sure. No, he's crazy.
When are you gonna get you gonna have your Pops do some sketches?
So when he maybe if he slows down for a minute, I'd like to send him some PSEs to do a few things.
That'd be
He's
sick.
really good, dude. Like he will do some crazy stuff. He has
He's a
some
black
mind.
foil.
Oh, dude, like he's like his like casual sketches with a pencil out of his brain. Like he won't have a reference photo at all. He'll just sit down and draw a portrait of some person he's never seen before and do some other weird element to it that's like totally out of nowhere. And you're just like, and it looks like he had a reference. He's really crazy. Yeah. I mean, he's 60 years old, you know, and he's been doing art his entire life. He's really good.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. He does really crazy abstract oil paintings with like weird, like,
Oil's tough too.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's like a oil paint master. He can do like all kinds of wild stuff. He's so good at everything. He's good at everything. It's weird. CB, I appreciate you saying that. My dad's a legend with graphic design, like freaking he could sit there and play guitar while thinking of an oil painting, put the guitar down and do the oil painting, and then stop and then start playing the drums, like write a song in his head while he's literally like a Renaissance man. He's wild. It's crazy. Yeah,
I want to meet your dad. That sounds sick.
he's wild, dude.
Sounds like me at 60.
He's a wild, yeah, he's a lot
Except
like,
probably naked.
yeah, he's definitely naked. No, he's definitely naked a lot of the time, just with like a loincloth and no, he says stuff like that too. He'll like purposefully say uncomfortable things with like people that he doesn't know. Like,
Yeah.
he's just yeah. He'll
Just for the dopamine.
yeah, 100%,
Just to feel
100%.
something.
Yeah, yeah, just to catch everybody off guard, and he'll just think it's funny, and yeah, he's a wild man. But anyway, that's the kind of environment that I grew up in that actually gave me put me in position. We were talking about position earlier, put me in position to like be able to jump right in, you know, and make a set, but
Yeah.
get him on stream. Loincloth, bottle of red wine.
Loincloth and a gun, a loaded gun, and a bunch of gnomes, man. If you know, you know.
He
know.
He would be right there with all of that.
There's this game we play. It's called Burgling Gnomes, and you're basically a gnome that breaks into a dude's house, and you have like a list of shit you have to accomplish before he catches you. And it's literally a giant old man, and he sometimes comes out naked. And like you have to find the gun and shoot him. This is all in game, not in real life. You have to shoot him, and yeah, it's fucking hilarious. But
that's very funny.
Really quick, I wanted to talk about this earlier, but before it leaves my mind, what are your thoughts on the results of GameStop smuggler hits?
Well, I don't fully know because I still have a sealed box from there. The other thing is that I had a few boxes that weren't that great. And it definitely made me not go get more. Sorry. So I don't know. I don't think I bought enough and opened enough to like get the full impression. What have been your experiences?
So I'm 12 deep.
Okay.
And every single one of them has been absolute dog water.
Mm-hmm.
like some of the worst boxes I've opened from any of the boxes I've opened, and they've all been from GameStop. Now,
Okay.
that would make me just go, maybe I just got some bad luck. But I've
Uh-huh.
been watching a lot of breaks this weekend, and I'm not trying to be annoying. I'm not going to name anyone specifically, but I did realize a lot of the breaks that went bad were all GameStop boxes. The
Hmm.
ones that had all hits were all sealed cases from LCS's, Dave and Adams, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Every time I went to someone that had the 3 boxes from GameStop, Bystand Autos, Onyo Autos, Zero Cortoses,
Hmm.
maybe a sketch, maybe a sketch. Like,
Hmm.
like you would get like out of the half case, you'd get like a out of 25 Leia, and then nothing else.
Yeah.
Like that was my experience with all 12 of my boxes, and the 24 boxes I've watched this week and get ripped. And I specifically made sure to ask, is this from GameStop? And people would say yes or no, and I would kind of put my data together.
Hmm.
But then, but again, is he even? He's a rule to the exception. I feel like he's an anomaly. Tony pulls 3
Yeah.
Han Solo autos from GameStop.
Right.
So
I think it's just all. I don't think it's. I think even like having like it's like we even if we had 100 boxes, I don't know
you
if we'd
couldn't
have.
even do that.
I don't even know if we would have like a big enough data set to know. If we could draw any conclusions, really. Jedi Lex says that her GameStop boxes have been good. So, and I've had a couple that were, but I had a couple that were not.
But what's good?
And
This is my question. What's
okay,
good?
that's a
Because
good question.
because I know my standard for good is a lot different from everyone else's. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, so someone's good is we got a sketch is good. To me, that's a failed box. I don't. Every case has a sketch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like to me, like what like for Tony, pulling anything less than a Superfractor Han is kind of just like you know what I mean? So it's a different like for me like pulling out of 25 Leia being the best hit from the break
Yeah.
is a pretty decent break any other time. But when you're
Mm-hmm.
doing a smuggler's break, that's kind of like
Mm-hmm.
that's all we get. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's like, what is your good? Like, I'm not saying that your good is bad. I'm just saying that
Right.
maybe my perspective of good is a little not normal, maybe not
Totally.
skewed. Like
Totally.
I'm the bad person, not you. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had a couple that were good for me. And then a couple that I was like, bro, especially for the price, right? Like if they were cheaper boxes, it wouldn't be like that big of a deal, I don't think. But it hits harder when it's more expensive boxes and they are like the box feels like it's watered down, almost like it's weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I mean, I'm looking for black foil sketches. I'm hunting supers, like I'm looking for those big things too. I still have not pulled a triple auto or a quad at all. So I'm still looking for that type of stuff. Yeah, I pulled the Padme auto. But that
From
was out of a
GameStop.
case. That was out of a case, sealed case.
Oh yeah, so this
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I pulled out of my GameStop boxes that were good, but I
that's
can't
my
even
point. You
remember.
can't remember it.
Yeah.
It must not have been that good.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, they wasn't huge. It definitely wasn't huge. They were solid, but I'd have to look back through my stuff. I don't even remember if they're not huge. I'm not remembering them right now. So it's like the only 2 hits I can even remember right now are the Jedi Master Soul Super and the Padme Auto. Those are the only
yeah.
2, and then the Black Foil Anakin. Those are like the 3 hits I can think of out of Smugglers. Everything else, like I'm just like, there's so much there. Like I'm thinking through. It's like I can see a lot of the small things, but even the bigger stuff, I'm like, what did I hit? Oh yeah. So yeah. Yeah, 3 Hans is crazy. Tony says they're the best. Tony said we must not have tried hard enough. We must not have tried hard enough.
Okay, but let me point something out. His experience gives him that data. My experience gives me this data. You get what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
I
So
totally
as
get it.
much as he is right, I am right. But we're both, I guess, different
You
experiences. You
you
get what I'm
cancel
saying?
you cancel each other out.
Yeah.
And so basically it's nothing. It's nothingness.
I'm not saying to not get the GameStop boxes. I'm just comparing it to like, okay, do you remember when Chrome and Galaxy came out and it's like all the heat was coming from GameStop? It's like
Yeah.
we were all kind of like, yo, if you get boxes from GameStop, just dumb them. Like we were kind of like on that aspect.
Mhm.
So that's why I'm saying like the
Well,
difference
yeah,
from
'cause
Smuggler, kind of like what is going
yeah.
on with these boxes?
Yeah, I mean, that was out of a GameStop box, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And then that 101 Luke, right?
it was out of
from
a
GameStop
it was out of
Blaster
one
box.
of these. It was out of one of these.
The SpongeBob GameStop Blaster boxes had heat in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Boys, when we're gonna take over the Star Wars card collector app, dude, I've been on that. I love that app. People make fun of me all the time. I love that app.
The digital collector app?
Yes, I love that app.
Yeah, I'm in there too.
I got my
I haven't popped in there for a
I
while.
get my fix from that app, dude.
I know that is wild, huh? Smugglers is terrible for one box rips. I don't know. I've had some single boxes that have been absolutely insane. Just like hit after hit. Like the Superfractor box that I had a Galactic Funk, an out of 10, an out of 5, and then the Super Auto. That was just, it was filthy.
Yeah, see? So this is what I'm saying, Lex. That to me is a good box.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of that kind of shit. Maybe it's just you fucking Floridians.
Florida gets heat, bro.
It's you fucking Floridians.
It's the Floridians, dude. It's the Floridians. It's because they have freaking Florida Man and Turtle Man and all kind of man down there, and it just goes crazy.
Yeah,
yeah.
Tony pulled the Maz Kanata original art from a GameStop box too, I think.
Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, some boxes are definitely trash for the price, for sure. But some boxes are insane. So it's like overall, it's just like it's worth going in, you know. Overall, it's worth going in.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like I tell people, they're like, "Oh, should I buy that pack?" It's like, dude, I'm not someone to like. I could tell you to buy it and there's nothing in there, or I could tell you not to buy it and there's a $10,000 triple auto in there, bro. So it's like, yeah, same with games. It's the same all around.
It's the same all around.
There's no way of really,
yeah,
you know what I mean.
It's all a crapshoot at the end of the day, and like you kind of just have to go, like kind of what you're saying, like go with your gut, go with your instincts, and just believe, you know, and keep going. Worth the gamble for sure. Yeah, worth the gamble for sure.
Yeah.
So I got 5 minutes, and then I gotta go live.
Oh, you're going live on Whatnot?
I am. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got to try to finish this breakup. I think I had some people in my messages getting upset and worried that I haven't filled or whatever, but because it's kind of a rare moment.
All right, let's just go through the chat one last time. And
I think we're good, but yeah.
Literally driving into Georgia to get more LMFO. See, that's the shit right there, bro. That it pisses me off when people are like, "Oh, streaming must be easy. You just sit there and open up comments." Fuck you, motherfuckers. Everyone always says that. Oh, I think I'm gonna start streaming, make some good money like you. I'm like, brother, you know how much money I've lost? But my whole point is like she's driving to another state.
I did that.
You know what I mean?
It's easier for me because it's only like a 30-minute drive.
And then there's people who complain, "Oh, I don't have any around me." Shut up, dude. She's literally driving to a different state.
Yep. That's a long way, probably.
She's taking Ben's stock because Ben's out of Georgia.
Ben, you better block her. No, I'm kidding. I keyed.
Not every box should have heat, unfortunately. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Exactly. Well, right. Because if every box had heat, then cards wouldn't really have the value. The value would come down. right? So there's got to be a certain amount of stuff that's like not as good for the other stuff to be actually rare, you know? So rarity is real. It's a part of it. If you want those dope rare things, then you have to have stuff that's not. So it's kind of fun in that way. You know, it's like these are all worth like $1 each, you know?
What is
It's
that?
like I have just so many cards right here. They're just like inserts from hyperspace and galaxy, you know, refractors and stuff. So grinding, that's a grind for sure. For sure.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for me. This is last call. If you guys want to get any last second questions,
Yeah.
topics, we probably have like a minute or two to accommodate. This was actually I just want to say thank you guys because me and Jungle both had a hectic day and we didn't have, if you guys are wondering why we were an hour late, we had a
We had
both
a lot
kind
of
of had
stuff
our
come
own
up.
shit to kind of deal
Yeah.
with, and then we came on and honestly did not have a show planned for you guys, and we kind of were a little, I wouldn't say disappointed, but kind of like fuck, like this just kind of, let's just do it. And
Just go
I
for it.
am very impressed and happy that we were able to do it, and then you guys were able to stay here with us and enjoy
Yeah.
it with us. So long story short, I just want to say thank you for hanging out
Yes.
with us and giving us the opportunity to do this. Hopefully, it's not even hopefully, just let's see where this show goes, man. We're gonna keep doing it every week. We're not gonna stop. And then I don't want to say it. I just want to do it. So
Yep.
you know what I mean?
Yep.
Last chat says Lex cleared everything out locally and now outsourcing. Miss
Heck
Worldwide.
yeah. Heck yeah.
But all right, guys, that's it for us today. And then next Thursday, 6 p.m., next show. And then Jungle is doing his break right now, and I will be doing, if anyone is interested, we're looking for $40,000 blue eyes. All right, later, boys and girls.